Welcome. We'll be doing a demonstration of MyLibrary for Polaris. MyLibrary is a mobile app that your patrons can use. It's a free download, whether they're using an iOS device like an iPhone or an Android mobile device. We're just going to be demonstrating the patron experience, but we're going to be taking it from nuts to bolts from the very beginning through setting it up and installing it. So if you pay careful attention, we'll actually give you credentials and information about how to install MyLibrary, and you can do your own. Once we've done this demo, you can trial the software all on your own. So let's go on. I'm going to navigate on my cell phone here over to, in my case, the App Store, the Apple App Store. So I'm going to open that up, and in search mode, I'm going to look for my library, no space, with an exclamation point. So you see that there. Look very carefully, make sure you select My Library with an exclamation point. These are screenshots of the innovative My Library app, so that's exactly what I want. Your phone may have a different icon here that says Get. Mine's a download icon. So I just select that, and the install is very quick, and I'm going to select Open right there from my option there in the App Store, and I'm presented with the license agreement. We go ahead and look through that, and down in the bottom right I click Agree and select Accept and Continue, and now it wants to know my library name. The library that we recommend you use if you're going to try this out on your own is Red Rock Public Library, and in fact as I start to type it there, you see it right there at the top. Red Rock Public Library, Syracuse, New York. I select that, and now it wants to know who I am, and you'll notice I've got a button there to skip the login, skip the sign in, but we're going to go ahead and provide user credentials, and I'm going to use barcode in this case, 29999 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and for a password 1 2 3 4 5. So write those credentials down. You're free to use these on your own, to come back and install it on your own device and try this out. So let's go ahead and sign in, and now the app knows what library I'm associated with and who I am as a patron. So here we have the initial screen for the app. We're all set and ready to go. Let's point out a few things on this initial screen. You'll notice I have branding where it says Red Rock Public Library. It's been custom branded to my library, and Innovative does that, works with you to get that set up when you implement My Library. Below the branding you see a button that says Social Media, another one that says Find, and another one that says My Account. That's where all of the functionality is within the app. And right below that you see a social feed, and this can be Facebook, it can be Twitter, but it's a great way to, right there on that welcome screen, to kind of promote your library. So let's look at the functionality. Let's look at that first button there where it says Social Media. I'm going to tap that, and in this area here we have an icon for whatever social media accounts your library has, and they can be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, YouTube. I've got Facebook and Twitter set up here, but you can certainly have more or fewer. Now I'm going to tap that arrow up in the upper left corner to back up, and we're right back to our welcome screen. Now let's skip the Find button and move over to the My Account button there on the right. I tap on that, and you'll notice it knows who I am as a patron. I am John Locke, and there's a number of areas that we can see relative to John Locke's My Account. Let's tap on Checked Out, where we have that number 7, and we see a list of items. John can look and see what he has checked out. You'll notice there's a button next to, a link at the bottom right of each entry that gives me the option as John to renew the item. So let's back up, and we looked at checked out items. I'm going to tap on holds, and here's a list of holds that John has, and I can scroll down through. He has 4 or 5 of those. Now you'll notice for each one of these there's an option. It lets us know where he is in the queue. In the case of all the light we cannot see, we can see that the hold is inactive and frozen. But if I tap modify, I have some options. I have the ability to change location, unfreeze a hold, and cancel a hold. So let's back out of holds, and the third button down is owed. John can look at a list of fines and fees that he owes, and down there at the bottom we see a total. Let's back out of amount owed, and finally my profile. There's information John can see about his personal profile. There's his barcode number. Interestingly, if I tap on show card, then it actually shows it in a scannable barcode format. So that's kind of handy. You'll notice he can also change his password and or change his email. So that's everything that John can see relative to his account. I'm going to back up one more time. We're back at the initial welcome screen. And finally, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that find button. So I'm going to tap find. Now there are several ways to find. If you notice right up at the top where it says quick search, that is the ability to find right within the app here itself. So I'm going to tap on that quick search option, and we're going to look for before the fall. And I tap search, and we stay right here within the app, and you see my results. And in fact, I was looking for Before the Fall by Noah Hawley, but you see other results down here. If I want to know more, I'm going to go ahead and tap on Before the Fall, that first one in the entry. And there we see that we've got one copy for Red Rock Public Library, and it's currently on order. Look all the way down to the bottom right, and you'll notice I have the option to place a hold. And because I'm logged in as this patron, it's going to go ahead and I can select a pickup location. These are all the library's branches in my location, and I can place the hold or change the location from there. So let's back up, or I haven't pointed out before now, up in the upper right corner we've got that slide out menu. If I want to go back to find specifically from the menu, then I can do that. Let's do a quick search again. We searched for Before the Fall. This time let's search for The Burning Room. The Burning Room by Michael Connolly. Tap on search, and there we go. Now what we have here is an ebook. In fact, it says it's an e-audiobook, in fact, and we can see that it's Overdrive. Tap on that for more information, and not only do I have the ability, if again look at the bottom row, not only can I place a hold, but right within the app my middle option there is to check out. So we can go ahead and check out The Burning Room to John Locke. So we've got very nice integration with e-resources. We're right back here at the Find screen. We mentioned that there were several ways to search within the MyLibrary app. We looked at the first one. We did a quick search. In fact, we did several quick searches. That's the native, very straightforward, simple searching within the app. Now let's look further down on the screen. For right now, let's skip the option to scan a book and look at the ability to search the catalog. As the description points out, being able to search the catalog allows you to do more advanced searching within the online catalog, which in the case of Polaris, of course, is your PowerPack online catalog. So let's tap Search Catalog, and that automatically now takes us over to PowerPack, my PowerPack for Red Rock Public Library. And now that you're here, you have the full capability of the PowerPack online catalog. So right under quick library search, let's do a quick search. I'm going to tap there and say, where's Waldo? Do the search, and we get our brief bibliographic screen. The same brief bib you would see if you were just using the responsive pack on your mobile device. We see here available at this library 4 of 7, available at all libraries 17 of 28. If we want to go from the brief bibliographic screen to the full, I can tap on Tell Me More, and we get the full bibliographic display. And I can scroll on down, see all of the item availability, see the integration with Google Maps, and everything that the full display has to offer. So I can tap on my menu option there, go back to the welcome screen, do another search or whatever else you need to be able to do within the online catalog. But once you're done with that, then we can exit PowerPack, and we're right back at the Find screen within the MyLibrary app. And that now leads us to the third option. Let's say you're at a friend's house and you come across a book, or one of your children comes across a book that they're intrigued by, and you'd like to find out if you can get your own copy of it, and naturally you'd like to find out if the library has it. So I'm going to tap Scan a Book, and it activates the camera, and we're going to take the book and scan the ISBN barcode. And it indeed finds Goodnight iPad at MyLibrary, gives me some basic information. If I tap on that, then we see more full information, and it shows me how many copies I have. And if you look down on the bottom, at the bottom right, we actually have the ability to place a hold from there. So scanning a book is pretty interesting. It works not only for print material, but for e-resources as well. So let's make our way back to the welcome screen. There's just a few minor things we haven't touched on. If we tap on the menu up in the upper right, you'll notice there's the ability to get info. There's the ability to link to the library website. That link is created by Polaris when you implement MyLibrary. There's the ability to switch the library. So if I patronize one or two different libraries, then we can switch that back and forth, and I can sign out as a patron. So that's been our demonstration of MyLibrary for Polaris. We hope it's been helpful, and we really do encourage you to write down John Locke's information and install the app yourself. Go ahead and log in as John and try out some searches, try out some different aspects of the app. Thank you very much.